Hello everyone and welcome to my new modded Rimworld series. So in this series we're not going to be playing Rimworld like it's intended to, where you escape the ship at the end. We've got a lot of mods that expand the end game, like genetic rim and everything, so if that sounds good to you then please stick around. This is my first series, so I'm always looking to get some feedback, so leave a comment, see if you can give me any suggestions or anything for the future. I won't waffle on anymore, just enjoy the video and make sure to like and subscribe. These are the mods we're going to be using. Feel free to pause the video and take as many as you want. If enough people ask, I will also make a collection on Steam as well. So we're going to be playing on Crash Landed, with Randy Random, on Strive to Survive, on Commitment Mode. The seed's going to be Yoko, and the global coverage is going to be 100%. Now we get to pick where we want to put our settlement. I was thinking of a temperate forest, but that I thought was a bit too easy. I wanted somewhere with a bit of a challenge, so I was looking around. I also wanted somewhere that was around plenty of enemies and plenty of, well, neutral factions, so I can trade. We're going to be going in a boreal forest. We want to be looking for large mountains, some neutral factions, some enemy factions. The boreal forest, it's got a harsh winter. It's not the hardest of zones, but it's certainly not the easiest. Now it's time to select our characters. So for this I've been using the Prepare Carefully mod, where you can customise your own characters. So to start off with, we've got Lee Walker. You can see he's good at shooting, construction, crafting and social. He's got some good traits and, well, you can see he's got a right basic prosthetic leg, so not great. This here is Riley the robot. He's also good at shooting, construction, crafting, plants and animals. And finally Alex DiNardo. She's great at medical and really intelligent, and she's also good at cooking and mining. Quickly over to the relationships, you can see that Walker and DiNardo are lovers. If we go over to this equipment, you can see we have 2 guns, we have a good amount of steel, medicine, we have 2 pets, a husky and a cat, and that's it. We've landed. After surveying the area for a couple of seconds, I seen that we wanted to build up against this cliffside. There was a lot of marsh around us, so it's going to make it a little bit difficult. We will have to moisture pump to turn it into normal ground so we can build on it, but at least it's not the harshest environment. I think we'll just be fine. With the first room all planned out and ready to build, it was time to start delegating jobs to my colonists. So as you can see here, I'm just looking through their various skills and delegating their jobs, number 1 being the top priority and number 4 being the least of their priorities. With Walker, Riley and DiNardo now finishing up the first room, it's time to start constructing the second room. The second room is going to be a basic storage room where we're going to house the supplies we crashed with and any future supplies we gather. Yes, my people. We're hit with an early sunset and the rooms still aren't finished. We're starting to make steady progress though. Riley the robot begins and finishes constructing Walter's and DiNardo's bed. I assign the 2 colonists to the bed, and then we catch DiNardo going out for an evening wash. She can now come home to a nice, comfy bed. I'm not sure why Walker decided to sleep outside that night, but we'll let him do what he wants. With the sun starting to rise and day 2 ready to begin, Riley the robot begins constructing our kitchen. had a slow start, but things are finally starting to come together. I decided to build a quick horseshoe pin as well as a little chess table just to fulfill Walker and DiNardo's recreation needs. We also started to finish off the kitchen. I placed down a fueled furnace as we don't have electricity and a butchering table so we can carve up any animals that we kill. With a lot of the basics done, it's now time to start planting and growing our own crops. Yeah. Some cotton, and we'll get some rice. With day 2 coming to an end, I decided to re-edit everyone's schedules. Walker is a night owl, so he'll be sleeping throughout the day and working throughout the night. Riley the robot is of course a robot, so he won't be needing any sleep and he'll be working throughout all hours. I don't think the android needs to sleep. So we have Riley planting that. Thanks to Riley planting our first batch of healer root plants, we can now start stocking up for when we can craft medicine. Mine, woman, mine! With DiNardo mining away at the steel, I decided to start redesigning the kitchen. Right, so with the kitchen redesigned, Randy Random decided to give us our first event. Oh no. Beautiful shot. Whilst finishing off the kitchen, a wild otter decides to start hunting Velma, our cat. No. No, Velma. Hit it. Oh. Despite my best attempts to prevent it, we have our first casualty of the series. Velma the cat is dead. Poor Velma. Poor Velma. Nothing goes to waste though. We'll have to have a water tub like that so we can keep clean. I build a simple bathtub and put down a water pump so the colonists can start bathing. Having a wash, look. Chill out by the water. Yay! With the water pump now finished, we'll be able to refill our baths earlier and keep a supply of water for when we have a sewage system in the future. Not long after the water pump is finished, we have our first visitor. I look for a second and check his faction and see if they're neutral or hostile. I have a brief thought about killing him and taking his belongings, but then I realise he doesn't have anything valuable, so we'll leave him be. Let's get a couple of tasks finished off now. And start producing some food. As I go to build the cooler, I realise that we don't have any components. We was meant to drop with some, but not everything goes your way in this game, so we'll have to mine some. With Riley installing the new cooler unit, the option appears to rename our faction and our settlement. It will be called the People of Yoke. Obviously. Look at that. Velma has been cut up now into cat meat. Jesus. Can start training Big Boy now. Can train to attack, rescue and haul. With the cooler now installed and a steady supply of components coming in, it's now time to build our first power generators. This will let us power the cooler so we can start freezing our food so it won't spoil. With things moving along nicely, we start to get more interactions. One of which is this mysterious android faction. Ooh, Liam the android. Wow. Oh, and Connor the android. Full bit of construction by Walker. And the chess table is up. Oh. It's a bit of art on this chair here. Wow. Beautiful bit of art by Riley. Just the ever busy androids has always got something to do. Look at them chopping away. with the first episode coming to a close, we can look back and reflect on the satisfying progress that we've made. I'd just like to thank everyone for watching and make sure to stick around for episode 2. Bye.